where I've been discussing issue of consciousness um, and spirituality. But today, I'm moving away from that. Over the weekend, I traveled to my home county, Baringo, for our family resort, a holiday home in like Baringo. And the situation there is really very bad. And I felt I should break away from my normal blog just to discuss about this. Guys, the situation is bad. Tens of thousands of the residents there have been displaced, particularly in Saimo Soi. Tens of hundreds have been killed. Women have been widowed. Children are actually orphans in that place. So the issue is that innocent lives in these areas are under siege. For years, brutal banditry attacks have ravaged these communities with no effort, leaving a trail of displacement, despair, fear, and economic destruction. And we say, I dare say that this is really not acceptable. While the historical practices like cattle rustling are considered really primitive, and many people would just say that sini wizi wa ng'ombe, but I think there is more to this than what we are being told. We know for sure that cattle rustling is fueled by a complex web of factors. We do know that. These are traditional issues. There are issues of scarce resources. We know it. We have issues of historical grievances, particularly on the issue of the boundaries between the Pokot and the Tugens and even the Marakwet. We know that. We also know that there is a proliferation of firearms in this area. We know that. But the level of the crisis there is something else. And I'm just giving you this podcast because so that you people really wake up and say what is going on in this area. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are viewing this video, I just want to declare that this is not war. It is a humanitarian crisis. Families and lives are shattered. People whom I know, some of them are relatives, some of them were political supporters. Children are deprived of education. Entire communities, a whole village, in fact, a whole constituency of Saimo Soi, I think the MCA there has no people to represent because they have moved out of there owing to the threat of violence. So it is bad. Now, come back to the economic struggles and livelihoods of their destroyed livestock, which is the main source of income. Businesses are closed. If you go to Loruk area, Kambiasamake area, the place is completely been left. We know for sure that this cycle of violence is exacerbated by easy availability of firearms, leading to more conflict, leading to bloodshed, and it has hindered a peaceful resolution. I want to commend the government's effort of deploying security forces. I saw about 3 RTS forces down there. But this military approach is not enough. There is actually nothing. There is nothing that they can show and tell us that they have done. So I think we need a sustainable solution that requires a multi-pronged approach where these communities must participate in the decision making. There are few ones which really keep on wondering. Disarmament and peace building. We've been talking about this thing for a very long time. Can the government disarm the bandits? The answer is yes. Can these communities be brought? And I'm talking about the communities. The communities I'm talking about is, I'm talking about the Marakwet of Marakwet East. I'm talking about the Arror of North Baringo. I'm talking about the Pokots of Tiate. I'm talking about the Ilchomus of Gambia Samaki. And I'm talking about Samburu people from Samburu. Can they sit and they come and we discuss issues of disarmament and peace building? Yes. The removal of weapons and fostering dialogue and reconciliation between these communities is real. It is achievable. So why haven't we achieved for all those years? I think we need to ask ourselves that question. The second issue, which it has really bothered my mind, and it is a very simple solution, is on the issue of resource management. The most valuable thing among these communities is the grazing land and water resources. We do know that the climate change has really affected the livelihoods of people down there, but can this issue of resource management be managed? It is achievable. It's achievable. Can interventions of water resources be put there? Yes. Lake Baringo is one of the largest water bodies we have with fresh water in Rift Valley. Has it been utilized? No. I think we're joking. We're jokers, ladies and gentlemen. The government, the leaders, the people who have been given tasks to rule or to govern really have all the options. So I want to urge government, international actors, particularly the sponsors of WTF, which is the Wildlife Trust Fund, that is propagating for NRT in that region, that we need to move into and end violence. The people of Baringo deserve to live in safety and dignity. They are living right now in the IDPs in tents. Their homes, well-built homes, they have deserted them. We cannot stand by and watch as their lives are destroyed any further. Together, let us break the cycle of violence, build a lasting peace in Baringo. And I'm calling upon each one and everyone who watches this video, so long as you are a Kenyan, that we need to respond to the cries of the people of Baringo. For the government, if a little effort is just done to address the issues I've identified above, and some of it you don't even require a budget, a big budget. The little resources we have, we can do it. The residents, including my own self, we can contribute. And we have some of these things addressed. So, last but not least is that, as I have really raised earlier, that it is a humanitarian crisis. Yes, indeed. And I'm calling upon well-wishers in Kenya to assist, to donate maize, particularly maize, for the people that have been affected. And we are looking about 250 bags of maize to be distributed to those families that cannot even fend themselves. They live in the cold. They have nothing to eat. All their livelihood has been destroyed. And more so to the widowed and orphaned children. So guys, I hope you respond. And in case you happen to meet any person whether it's a politician, whether it is a leader in government, please bring this matter to their attention. 3 questions keep on lingering, and I was asked by so many people down there. Number 1, what is the role of NRT? NRT is a National Reserve Trust Fund that is masquerading around there, claiming they are protecting wildlife rights within the North Rift area. Are they the ones fueling this displacement, mass displacement of the people of North Baringo? That is one question. The second question, what is the role of multinationals, multinational companies that are bent to exploit resources within this area? We have our national geothermal company, GTC, that is exploiting the potential of geothermal resources in Silale and Paga area. Is there something that they are doing that we don't know? Secondly, we do know there are rubies, diatomites, there are cobalt, huge resources of cobalt, gold within that area. Is there a scheme by these multinationals licensed by government to displace people so that they have freedom to do mining? That is the question people are asking down there. So, if it is normal banditry, then it is something that can be done by security forces. There are RTSs that are down there, they can actually clear that within 3 days. The third one, our politicians are making noise, sometimes accusing the government they serve, which is very dishonest on their side. Have they provided solutions? No. Are they with the people down there? No. So why did we elect these characters? Very disappointing. So is there something that also they are interested down there and therefore they just provide lip service? I think these are the questions these people, the residents there, are asking. So if we need to raise consciousness, and the reason why I'm on this video is to raise the consciousness of the residents of Baringo so that they need to wake up. As the things stand right now, we are alone. There is no administrator to help these people. There is no elected leader who is willing to help these people. There is no body within the government cycles, particularly the security forces, who can help these people. I watched a situation where a lady lost close to about 400 goats, which is her entire livelihood. And the forces were just seated in armored vehicles and chatting. So guys, thank you so much for listening to me. I think it is time for us to say enough is enough. Let us stop this nonsense. And I want to call upon all the communities concerned, whether you are a Pokot, whether you are a Tugen Arror, whether you are Tugen Somor, whether you are Iljomus, whether you are Sambur, or whether you are a Marakwet from East, Marakwet East, let us all come together. We are all humans. And sort this matter once and for all. But for sure, we should not accept any further loss of life. Never. Thank you, guys.